Paid per piece? Be sure you're paid for 8 LL hours worked. Yadir Ontiveros worked as a technician for Safelite, a company which repairs and replaces vehicle glass for automobiles at various locations in California. Safelight technicians are classified as non-exempt employees. They are compensated under a performance pay plan, PPP, which is a pay table that lists the amount employees will receive for performing particular tasks for a particular type of customer. In the PPP, the employee's take-home pay can vary from week to week depending on personal productivity. This is the employee's piece rate pay. To provide some predictability to employees' earnings, employees are paid a base hourly rate. That base rate is not intended to be the employee's total pay, since the employee is expected to earn more during the week by doing installations and repairs for which the employee is paid per piece. Thus, the total, hourly or base pay each week is treated as an advance against the total PPP piece rate pay for the week. If the total piece rate pay for the week is greater than the weekly advance, the amount that exceeds the advance will be added to the paycheck as incentive. If the piece rate pay is less than the weekly advance, the employee will not receive additional pay and the shortfall will be reflected in the paycheck. Shortfalls are not carried over to the next pay period. The technicians sue their employer claiming that under the employer's pay plan, they are not paid for all hours worked. The employees argue that the pay plan does not comply with California law governing piece rate compensation. However, the employer asked the court to throw out the case, stating that they complied with the law. The court further noted that California law provides that every employer shall pay to each employee not less than the applicable minimum wage for all hours worked in the payroll period, whether the remuneration is measured by time, piece, commission, or otherwise. In the case of the technicians, the court refused to dismiss the case. After reviewing the math, the court ruled that the employer's pay plan indeed fails to ensure that employees are paid at least minimum wage for each additional hour worked. Not only that, the pay plan formula fails to ensure that employees will receive overtime pay. Lastly, the pay formula fails to ensure that employees will be compensated for rest periods. Rather than continue with litigation, the parties settled the case and the employer agreed to pay $2 million to the technicians. If employers pay per piece, the piece rate scheme must be clearly provided in the employee's pay stubs. Piece rate employees, like hourly employees, are also entitled to overtime pay if they work more than 8 hours per day or more than 40 hours per week. The overtime pay is computed according to specific methods provided by law. Piece rate employees who work overtime hours need to make sure that the employer is not using the piece rate method to avoid paying overtime. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.